Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we are being told that behind the scene, the National Intelligence Service is now telling William Ruto that let him not risk giving Raila Odinga the majority leadership in the National Assembly. Remember, court decided to quash the decision of Moses Wetangula, the Speaker of the National Assembly, on his ruling that the Kenya Kwanza government was the majority. Rather, it was Azimio that was majority. Remember earlier on, we were told that Raila Odinga and William Ruto, they were to share some positions. And these positions were that Raila Odinga's close allies were to take some roles, majority roles, in the National Assembly, together in the Senate Assembly. But now, when Raila Odinga came from Addis Ababa, we are being told that William Ruto was warned not to give Raila Odinga the majority position in the National Assembly.
You know, Jeff, the courts pronounced itself very well.
Yeah.
And they said that the majority party coalition is the Azimio coalition. It is the court that said so. And they further said that it does not matter whether people move from one party to the other after elections, but it matters on the day of the elections when people are making decisions. Therefore, going to Parliament, Speaker making a decision, acting as a court of appeal, is null and void ab initio, especially in a situation where the court issued an order called certiorari to quash the decision that he made before. And he ought to have been given another order called mandamus, so that he is compelled to declare. It is not the work of the Speaker of the National Assembly to determine and state that Kenya Kwanza is the majority coalition, but to interpret the ruling, the judgment that was issued in court. Therefore, the Speaker has acted in contempt of court. And that court decision was mentioning the Speaker adversely, that he was a culprit in it, due to the fact that he's a Speaker and also a party leader.
Should he have resigned? Is that a conflict of interest?
Complete conflict of interest. And that can tell you that, Jeff, there's a saying that says that you cannot give a hyena a proposal to write on how to keep the goats. It will write a proposal on how to eat the goats instead. And that is what happened today in Parliament. Therefore, the majority coalition party is Azimio. But we've always doubted the broad-based government, Jeff. Today, it was so clear that if we are in a broad-based government, why can't Azimio be given that which they deserve? Give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Why can't Azimio be made the majority coalition party at the National Assembly? Instead, they said that they communicated to the political registrar of political parties, coming up with documents which are gibberish, nonsensical, Jeff, if I may call it. Because our work is not to act as a court of appeal. If they wanted this order to be suspended, they ought to have gone back to court. But it is not the work of the Speaker to act as a judge and interpret the judgment wrongly. So from that moment, I advise the Azimio coalition to leave this bed-based government or broad-based government, because it is infecting Parliament. Now it is the bed-based Parliament. Nothing is happening there. The moment you see the opposition in bed with the government, you know that the country is done.
Yeah, there is no opposition.
Because who will keep checks and balances under the doctrine of separation of powers, checks and balances?
Governor Mushomba, what are your
that led close ally of William Ruto to take control the majority side of the National Assembly? Because if Raila Odinga is likely to take over the majority side in the National Assembly, he is likely to turn against William Ruto, and then William Ruto might find his way home before 2027. Because remember, in politics, it is about the interest. And Raila Odinga angeamua kusema kwamba hapana, hii watu waliiba kura yangu and I want to deal with them. Ladies and gentlemen, before we continue, as you always do, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel, because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, please ensure you like the video. Thank you so much for that like.
The petitioner and the interested parties, Law Society of Kenya, Katiba Institute, and Jubilee Party and Azimio Party, who are all interested party, we wish to do three things. Number one, to commend and applaud the decision of the three-judge bench of the High Court for upholding the constitution and integrity of multi-party democracy in Kenya. Because it is important that the judges have said the issues for who is a majority or minority was settled by the people of Kenya on the 9th of August 2022 through the exercise of their sovereign power. And you cannot have a greater blow for the constitution than such a finding that has been made, that the people of Kenya are supreme. Number two, it is obviously that over the last 2 years, the Kenya Kwanza government, using Ishongwa and other people in office unlawfully, has been running the government of Kenya contrary to the constitutions of Kenya, the injunctions in Article 3.2 of the constitutions. Therefore, once again, Kenyans will have an opportunity to have a National Assembly that has been established and is being managed and led in the manner that accords with the decisions of the Kenyan people on the 9th of August 2020.
Now remember, earlier on, the court decided that the majority was going to be the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition. But this division that emerged in the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition is now the big problem, because now close allies of William Ruto that are now being declared minority by the court, they're seeing like, if the court is declaring Azimio majority, yet they are divided, then it means us in Kenya Kwanza, we are the majority. So, because of this broad-based government, Raila and William Ruto never wanted to fight on this issue because they are together. Raila was offered to be given these positions of committees in the National Assembly, chairperson of committees. And that is why you can see Raila Odinga's close ally is now controlling the position of the chairperson of budget committee. Are you getting that? And several positions there in the National Assembly. But the position that Kimani Ichung'wah is playing a role there, we are being told that William Ruto rejected to give Raila Odinga because he understands the influence and the consequence and the repercussions that are awaiting him if he was going to give, of course, Raila Odinga this position. But Kenyans, have you realized something here? That as William Ruto is giving Raila Odinga these positions, some key crucial positions like majority and minority whip is for his close allies, people like Kimani Ichung'wah and Silvanus Osoro. One thing they know, if they're going not to be serious and they're going to be careless, then the possibility is, number one, if politics will turn against William Ruto, then he is likely to be impeached. Because now Raila Odinga will be playing the majority side. And this majority side, remember, The MPs of Kalonzo Musyoka are there, and the MPs of close allies of Rigathi Gachagua, they might be there also, you know. So the impeachment of William Ruto might be so quick, and William Ruto might even be kicked out before 2027. And that is the reality. So the national intelligence reports, we are being told by someone who leaked to us that that position of majority, that position of majority whip, that position of the deputy president, William Ruto does not want to give any close ally of Raila Amolo Odinga. These positions ingine wanazapewa, lakini hii ingine hapana. Hii ingine hapana. And that is what is happening now, because even Raila Odinga wanted the position of the Speaker of the National Assembly. But remember, members of parliament from Western said that if you're going to take this, then they are going to walk out on Raila Amolo Odinga. And you saw even the Western members of parliament having their press briefing, rejecting so. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video. Till we meet in another video.